technically, love triangles are the least common trope in fiction. That may be hard to believe. What about Bella, Edward, and Jacob, for example? Except they aren't a love triangle. That is what I would call a love arrow. But before I explain why I think that is, let me first explain the definition of a love triangle. A love triangle is a romantic relationship involving three people. The imagery of a triangle is used since a triangle has three sides. But when we actually draw the relationship out, what we see is not a love triangle. Take Bella, Edward, and Jacob, for example. On the highest point, you place Bella, since she is the center of the relationship. Then, for the two other points, you put Edward and Jacob. But there is something missing. The shape we see here doesn't resemble a triangle, but more of an arrow. The third side is missing. This, my friends, is what a theoretical love triangle would actually look like. Let's call the first image a type A love triangle. This would be a love triangle where all parties are in love with another, but this love is neither reciprocated nor shared by another member. Then there would be a type B. This kind of love triangle would be similar to a love arrow where it revolves around one person. But one of the members could also be in their own little love arrow and is also torn between someone else. You could also call this a biangle, since one of the people involved would have to be bi. The third type I can come up with, probably the most ridiculous, would be a type C, where everyone is torn between each other and drama would erupt from there. Three arrows all joining together to create a complete mess. You could also call this a quote-unquote full biangle. Okay, that's cool and all, but what if we could make this even more contrived and dramatic? Something that would totally ruin YA if it ever became a thing. May I, gamers and goths, present to you the Love Cube. Yes, my friends, we're making 3D relationship models. Okay, so theoretically, there are two ways we could do this. The first is just making a 3D net and then labeling it from there. The possibilities are limitless. If you want to make the reader hate you, here is a net for a love rhombus cosi dodecahedron. This, in my opinion, is the best, since it's easier to see than the next method I'll bring up. Another way would be to have, say, two love squares and then connect them. However, this is a bit confusing to see. Maybe in the next generation of bad YA, we might see some love cubes or an actual love triangle. We'll see. I'm kind of broke at the moment, so if anyone is willing to throw away their dignity and write a love rhombus cosi dodecahedron for me, then I'll pay you 8 trolley lollies. Fare thee well, my bastards. Fare thee well.